What's up, family? I'm your host, Angel Rios, and I'm also the founder of the Rally Cry and creator of Enough Said. And man, it has been a long time. I know it's been long. And then it's also where, we're coming back with audio only. And, I just wanted to, first thank everybody that has been supportive. If you don't know, and if I didn't make it obvious, last episode I was pretty much saying that I was going to take a break because I'm starting my master's program. And I just want to say now that my master's program has been, easing down. I'm not done yet. It's done in December 12th. But, as things are, coming to an end, I'm feeling good. I have more time. Currently, right now, I am on the way to go see my mom with my girlfriend, and that is going to be great. I love Thanksgiving. I love the season. I hope that your Thanksgiving went well. I'm going to be posting this on Friday because I want to make sure that I continue to give myself grace. Because honestly, that is going to be the topic that we have for today. But I also just want to give grace in two ways, to not only about giving space, but giving grace in the way of just thankfulness, to be grateful for the things that you have currently. And I know it can sometimes be so hard to even do that, because some of us have so much things going on. Some of us has kids, and it's crazy to even say that, out loud to myself. The fact, I'm 27 and I plan on having kids. That's I believe in a family. I believe in, marriage and all these things. And it's just like, we just got to keep it real, keep it a buck. It's hard. I get it. It's like, I feel like I've gone through burnout so many times already with
hazard reported ahead on I-84 west in half a mile. Yep. You're still on the fastest route.
Yep, I know I'm on the fastest route. That's, the GPS letting me know that I'm on the right track. So that's why we want to make sure that we're always on the right track, to understand that it ain't easy. But to be able to be grateful for what you have right now is just to acknowledge the small things. And honestly, let's just also be front. To be grateful for what you have to change the way that you think. You got to understand that, anything that you're mad at, anything that you're challenged at, that it's an opportunity. Because the kind of skills that we build is through adjusting our actions, our habits, and our attitude when we're doing it. Like, I feel like I learned all this stuff while I'm doing my master's. It's like, going for my master's gave me like my own kind of therapy. I mean, it definitely wasn't fun. I'm telling you, as many times as I burnt out, I'm like, I've been over it like a while ago. But I realized that I can't be over it. That my attitude of telling myself that, I just want to get this done, I can't just do that to myself. Because it takes away the effort. It takes away the purpose. That once I get the goal that I want, I'm definitely not going to appreciate it if I don't appreciate it right now. If I'm just trying to get over it, that's a bad attitude. Because at the end, I'm just going to be like, I'm just glad I got it over it. I'll be happy that I got it over with. But that in its entirety, I don't then think about it anymore. That it's just, I did it. But when you can enjoy something in the moment, in the entire process, it becomes an experience. And that's what, I always wanted it to be. I wanted going for my master's to be an experience. So whatever it is that you got going on, whatever it is that you're going through, challenges, all those things, just keep in mind that you want to have a certain attitude when you're approaching it. I know it's not easy, trust me. I'm using masters as an example because that's what's most relevant for me. But what's relevant for you? Think about the thing and how can you reframe it? How can you enjoy it? What can you do? What's the solution? Even if it doesn't start tomorrow, but how can you start? How can you just start now? Because if you keep thinking about what you wish you could have done or you wish it would have been like this, then you're always going to be stuck in that cycle of wishing it, thinking about it. But let's make an action. Let's actually do something about it. And I feel all passionate right now because it's just like this is something that I had to come to for myself. because I was stressing. You have no idea, guys. I was stressing. And on top of that, for those that know, for those that participated, we did a little project. Me and my girlfriend did a little project together. Casa Pre, shout out to Casa Pre, right? We did a little thing for 5 Mile Pond. For those that live in Springfield, we already know we was trying to bring 5 Mile Pond back because, they weren't doing what they were supposed to. There was trash everywhere, and there still is, and, we're figuring it out. And, there's going to be bigger things when it comes to that. We'll get there, but that's another conversation. But that was one thing that was going on while I was in school. And then games and poetry. Oh my God. I just want to give a round of applause, yo, and I can't because my hands was on the wheel, by the way. But I'm just really grateful for everybody that showed up to the second games of poetry. Shout out to Brenton, DJ Onyx. Shout outs to Trey, One Shot. Shout outs to A. Jones Saint. Shout outs to Dolly Vera. By the way, she has a writing group. Shout out to them because they're the ones that believed in me. And I'm not going to lie, that was really good. And not to go on tangent, but I brung it up because those are other things that I had going on while I'm at school. And, I'm telling you, I burnt out so many times. I'm going to keep telling you. But it's the attitude that I'm trying to give to it. That even if I'm burning out, I know that it's for a reason. That I know that there's some hope. There is some faith. I got to believe in myself. I got to be confident in myself. And that allows me to take anything on. That my confidence is not something that I'm just born with, but that I just believe in myself that I can do it. And why not have that same kind of attitude for you? For yourself. To be able to be like, I can and I will. Whatever that is. Find yourself. Accept yourself. Don't let other people tell you who you are, but that who you are is what matters the most. Just because someone has a different perspective doesn't mean that you're wrong, but maybe you see it a little bit differently. And if you seeing it differently, that means you have an opportunity to say something because you see it differently. But just keep in mind, when you keep and seeing things differently than other people, you want to be mindful that they might think differently, and you should not negate them. That you should still accept them and respect them with unconditional positive regard, because we are just all people and we just all trying to figure out a way out in some form of way. We're looking out in some form of way, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and that should be okay. And that's why this whole episode is about grace, because if you haven't noticed, you could give grace in so many ways. Giving grace to myself, giving grace to the people, so that I can be able to come and collect the information that I need so that I can navigate through this world that it is hard, that we're still trying to find out. I'm only 27, and I know that I'm just going to keep on learning. And I know regardless of the point, I think that's the beauty of it. That we could keep on learning, that we could keep on growing, that there's something else to grasp. Again, that attitude. Why not? Why not? But all in all, guys, I wanted to make sure that, I let you guys know I didn't forget about you. And that, I've been on a hiatus for a long time, and I wanted to wait for the right time. And by the way, I'm going to save a couple things that I have been working on in the background for next year. Because December is next month, and honestly, it's just only right. But I've been working on a couple things for the podcast. Guests that are going to come on. I'm definitely going to be looking at doing more of these solo episodes as well, because I want to make sure that you guys also hear me out, as well as the people that are going to come on the podcast that are ready to impact the world, as they probably already were, and that's why they're coming on. Because it's really about showing the resources that they know and showing the perspective that they know that there's something that we all have in common, and that is all about having a goal. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for your patience. I appreciate you guys for still being here, and just everybody that just makes me feel whole. Because I'm just one person of the entire puzzle of this world. And without you in your ear, I don't know how I'll be able to navigate. So I thank the people, I thank the listeners, and I'm really looking forward to making this podcast keep on growing with conversations that allow you to navigate, break down stigma, build relationships, and just have a better life. So again, I appreciate you guys. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope it went well, and I hope you got something from this episode. Peace.